From an insights perspective, talking about data quality and ownership of content, it's actually looking at the data. We know the data's out there in different silos. It's used in different ways across the business, but delving into that to understand what's there so that you can actually begin from the very beginning with cleansing, understanding what shouldn't be there. What is the risk in that data, so that you can start talking around the information governance aspects, what steps you can do to mitigate that risk, etc. So in the very early stages, it's starting to get control of what's already there.
Sometimes the data elements gets overlooked initially, and people plow on with implementing some of the technologies. And Teams is a good example of that. Launching Teams across your organization, but of course it's got a back end which is using SharePoint, where all of a sudden you're creating a load more repositories.
When we scan data and we highlight it, you're finding data that people don't really know exists, and they think, oh, okay, we also don't need that data. But you then subsequently find, actually, when you start highlighting it, that all of a sudden someone comes out of the business and says, no, I depend on that data. And when you have that situation, and people are using that, but they aren't clearly owning it, there's no accountability for it. It just gets overlooked and becomes part of that big spaghetti western that we have to sort out.
I don't think you can really underestimate the time in the preparation that is worth doing at that point, just so that there is clarity across your IT teams, your information governance teams, the wider workforce, about actually, are we capturing everything here? Does everybody understand exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it, how we're going to get there? And I think, our information architecture as a diagram, which I've seen used very, very effectively across different authorities, just helps with that story as well, because there's areas then of relevance for each part of the business that they can see where their bit actually fits into all of this.